Why are we here? What happens after we die? Where did the universe come from? These are some of the biggest questions humanity has ever asked. And one man, over 2,000 years ago, had answers for all of them. His name was Aristotle, and he is considered by many to be the father of philosophy. But that's not all he was known for. He also developed theories on everything else we mentioned: science, ethics, politics, logic, rhetoric, physics, metaphysics, poetry, music, mathematics, biology, geology, medicine, and zoology. But how did he do it? How did he come up with these theories? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at the incredible life of Aristotle. His biography is really quite something. Let's start off by answering the question, where did he come from? Well, Aristotle was born in the city of Stagira in northern Greece in 384 BC. His father, Nicomachus, was a physician and member of the Macedonian royal family, so this gave Aristotle a somewhat privileged upbringing. At the age of 14, he was sent to Athens to study at the academy, which was founded by his idol, the philosopher Plato. Aristotle studied under Plato for about 20 years. He became the head of the academy after Plato's death. But soon after that, he left Athens and traveled around the Greek world. It was during this time that he visited the famous library at Alexandria, and it's said that he was given access to every book in the collection, then settled down in the Macedonian capital of Pella, where he tutored the young Alexander III, who would later become Alexander the Great. The stories say that Alexander was a difficult student, and Aristotle had to get creative in order to keep him engaged. For example, once Alexander killed a fellow student in a fit of rage, so Aristotle arranged for him to be tried in a mock court. This is just one of the many stories that illustrate Aristotle's skill as an educator. After leaving Pella, he returned to Athens, where he lived out the remainder of his life. Continuing to write and teach until his death in 322 BC, he spent most of his time in a Lyceum, which was a school he founded. It was here that he taught his famous class called the Peripatetics, because the students would walk around the courtyard as they discussed philosophical ideas. Now let's talk about his theories. As we mentioned, Aristotle was considered the father of philosophy. This is because he was one of the first people to use reason and logic to understand the world around us rather than relying on mythology or religious beliefs. He is also known as the father of science, because he was one of the first people to develop a systematic approach to studying the natural world. He believed that everything in the universe could be understood through observation and experimentation. Aristotle's theory of the four causes is still used by scientists today to explain how things happen. According to Aristotle, everything has four causes, or reasons for happening: the material cause, which is what something is made of; the formal cause, which is the shape or form of something; the efficient cause, which is what makes something happen; and the final cause, which is the purpose or goal of something. He had many other theories as well. In biology, he classified all living things into two categories: plants and animals. He also developed the theory of the four humors, which stated that the human body contains four substances: blood, phlegm, yellow and black bile, and that the balance of these humors determines a person's health. In physics, he believed that the Earth was a sphere, and that it was the center of the universe. He also developed the law of falling bodies, which states that objects fall at the same rate regardless of their mass. In metaphysics, he believed that the universe was composed of four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. And he also developed the theory of the unmoved mover, which states that there must be an uncaused cause of the universe. In other words, everything has a cause, and the universe is no exception. Therefore, there must be something that started the chain of events that led to the creation of the universe. Aristotle believed that this was a perfect, eternal being known as the prime mover. As you can see, Aristotle had a lot to say about a lot of different topics. He is one of the most influential philosophers of all time, and his work has had a profound impact on Western civilization. If you want to learn more about him, we highly recommend checking out the works of this amazing philosopher.